Hey guys, welcome to this week's movie review, and we're going to be reviewing Gerard Butler's new film, Greenland. This is a great movie. It really is. It's got lots of action in it. It's exciting. You know what I mean? It's edge of your seat stuff. So this movie was on demand for like weeks. Where you could buy it for like $20, and I'm like, I ain't spending $20 on that. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna wait till it comes out in Redbox. So I've been waiting for it to come out in Redbox, and lo and behold, yesterday it came out. I got it for $1.98, much better value than spending $20. But it was a good movie. It was a really good film. It starts off where Gerard's at the top of a building, and he's like looking. I guess he's in charge. And he's like looking at his phone, and he's looking at his wife and his kid, and you don't know what's going on immediately. And then he goes home, and there's some kind of problem there, and then you realize, he cheated on his wife, and then he got kicked out of the house. You know what I mean? And she's letting him back in on a trial basis. So she says to him, "Look, I'll let you back in, but it'll just be on a trial basis. And you're sleeping in the guest room," and they have a kid as well. So she says, "You're sleeping in the guest room. You're not sleeping in my bed because you cheated on me." You know what I mean? She's really, really pissed about that. She said, "Well, give it a shot. Sleep in the guest room. We'll work it out." And then there's meteorites. Meteorites are coming towards Earth, but it's not a big deal because they think they're gonna burn up when they hit the Earth's atmosphere. So then they have what's called a meteorite party. Gerard says to her, he says, "Do you want to have a meteorite party?" And she's like, "Yeah, we'll invite all our friends over, you know." So they invite all their friends over. But before the party starts, Gerard's getting the grill going so he can get some kind of, burgers and hot dogs. And his wife comes out and she says, "Hey, can you go get some beer and some wine from the grocery store? I got to get ready." And he's saying, "You know what I mean? I gotta get the grill going, man." And she's going, "Yeah, but I gotta get ready. Go get the beer and go get the wine for our friends." And he's like, Hang on a second. You know? Whoa. And she's like, "What? What's going on with you?" And he's like, "Dude, the grill takes about 45 minutes to heat up, okay?" She says, "Yeah. And then I gotta go get beer. It takes another hour to cook the meat, and then I gotta go get the beer and the wine. There's been like 2 hours. The fucking meteorite be come and gone by then." She's like, "Just go get the beer and the wine. For fuck's sake, you've just fucked another woman's, and you're back now 5 minutes, and already you're making demands. Go get the beer and the wine." He's like, "What are you gonna do? Get ready? Like, all you have to do is brush your hair and put on a t-shirt. This shit takes forever." And then he goes and gets the beer and the wine, but he's really fucking pissed. You know what I mean? And his wife's like, I'm thinking, "Bitch, just put a fucking bungee in your hair," you know? So this is when it starts to get good. He goes to get the beer and the wine, and then he notices loads of helicopters in the sky, and they're carrying like food and medical supplies away. And he's like, "That's not right. There's something going on there." And like, every helicopter's got something in it that you would want. Like, one helicopter's got donuts in it, another helicopter's got like cows, and you're like, "What's going on?" Another helicopter's got television sets and DVD players, and they're all like moving out of the way to somewhere safe. And he's like, "That's not right." And then he's in the wine store and the beer store, and he's going mad because the beer and the wine are so expensive. He's like, "What is the fucking deal with California, man? What is the deal with California? I just don't get it, you know? The wine is so expensive." Fucking Gavin Newsom, he's going crazy. Anyway, he gets a telephone call. So he gets this telephone call, and it's the President of the United States. But it's a recorded message. And the phone call says, "Hey, don't tell anybody else this, right? But you've been selected because you're a builder. You've been selected, and you're going to be go to a military base with you and your family, and then you're going to be taken to a secure bunker location. Because, and this is what the message says, you know that meteorite that's about to hit? Well, it's a little bit bigger than we've been letting on. So, you know what I mean? He's like, what the fuck? And the president's voice is like, you know what I mean? It's a big meteorite. We said it was like 100 miles wide. We may have, you know what I mean, fudged the numbers on that one. Might be a little bit bigger than that. So he's like, God damn, we got to get out of here. So he goes back to the house. But when he gets back there, oh man, all his family, all his friends are there. And they're all like, whoa, you got beer and wine. We love you. You're great. And he's like, oh yeah. And they're like, you know what, man, it's great to have you back in the house. And we're glad you're getting it on with getting your marriage back together. And we're really, really happy. We're really, really happy. And we love you. And he's like, you know, you're our friend. And he's like, yeah, and his wife's standing next to him, you know. And he's like, yeah, yous are my best friends too. And I love yous more than anything. And he turns to his wife and he goes, pack a bag. And she's like, what? And he goes, you guys are my best friends, and I couldn't be here without your love and your support. Pack a fucking bag, will you? Pack a bag. She's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, dude, you're our best friend, and we love being friends. Pack a fucking bag, will you? Just pack a bag. We love being friends with you, and you know what I mean? We hope to be friends forever. And he's like, guys, you guys are totally the best friends that any man could ever have. Pack a bag. Just pack a fucking bag, will you? Just, we're getting out of here. Pack a bag. Best friends that any man could ever have. And his wife's like, what's going on? He goes, listen, come here. He goes, I'll just be a second. He goes, I got a call from the President of the United States. You know? And he says that me, you, and the kid, we're going to go to a secret military location and be relocated to a bunker in Greenland because there's a meteorite about to hit, going to destroy the world. She's like, oh, no way. He's like, gotta go pack a bag, okay? Just pack a bag, for fuck's sake. Just pack a bag. She's like, shit. She goes, I'll go pack a bag. And she goes to everybody. She goes, guys, I love you guys. I'm just going to go fix my makeup. I'm just going to go back here. And they're like, no, stay, have some beer. And she goes, no, I'm just going to, where you going? I'm just going to go, I'm going to do my hair up. I'll be back in a minute. So she runs off. She packs like fucking 3 bags, you know? And they're like, oh man, it's great to have you back, Jerry. I think that's his name. You know, you're the best. You're just the best friend we ever had. And he's looking around at his watch and he's going, yeah, you know what I mean? And then Tampa explodes, like it blows up, you know? And everybody's like, what the fuck? That's Tampa, man. That's pretty bad. And they're like, Jerry, what's going on? And then the presidential message that he got on his phone, it comes up on his TV screen. It says, Jerry, we're going to relocate you. And his friends are like, what? The world's going to end us and you're going to get relocated? And then they look around and Gerard Butler, right? They don't know where he is. They look around, they see him sneaking out the door with his wife and his kid in suitcases. And they know he's getting relocated. And they're like this. They're like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, what? We're just we're gonna go get some more beer and wine. They're like, dude, what the fuck? You're getting relocated? And he's like, yeah, we'll be back in a minute, you know. And they're like, dude, you fucking traitor, man. They're really pissed at him. They're like, dude, you're like a total fucking traitor. And he runs off into his car and he's going, fuck yous all, I'm out of here. So he gets into his truck. And He drives off, and then one of his neighbors jumps out in front of the car, and she's got a kid. She's like, please take my kid. Please take my kid. And he's like, get out of here, you bleeding tramp. There's only three places on the airplane. There's only 3 places on the airplane. You can't get on. She's like, please take my kid, please. And he's like, for fuck's sake, man. You know what I mean? This is embarrassing. But I would have taken the kid. See, if it were me, I would have said, yeah, we'll take your kid. Sure. Put the kid in the back. Sure. Yeah, you make sure my kid will get in the plane. You promise. And I'd be like, yeah, the kid's going on the plane. I drive the kid 50 miles down the road. I take the kid out, take her to a grocery store, I buy her an ice cream, as much candy as she wants, like just bags and bags of candy. And I'd say, hey, can you just sit down there for a minute? We'll be back in a minute. And she'd be like happy with the ice cream. And then I'd just like fucking drive off, man. You know what I mean? The world's going to end anyway. What does the kid care? The kid gets an ice cream is all I'm saying. Anyway, they go to the military where they're supposed to get on the plane. Blah, 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 blah. There's lots of stuff happens. You know what I mean? They get separated. And then the mom screws up because the kid has AIDS. And she lets it out. She goes, oh yeah, my kid's got AIDS. And they're like, no, you can't have anybody with AIDS on the airplane, you know? And she's like, it's okay as long as he doesn't cough on anybody, nobody's gonna get it. And they're like, dude, you know what I mean? That's just not good enough. You can't have a kid, even if he like looks at us, he will get AIDS, right? I don't know what's going on, but you know what I mean? They're like, he can't get on the plane. So they said, how much AIDS has he got? You know, and she's like, he's riddled in it, man, like from top to bottom. And they're like, is he gay? And she goes, he might be. Well, they're like, well, then of course he has AIDS. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you just say that? And she's like, you know, man. Anyway, they get kicked off the plane because apparently they're not taking any gay. Very homophobic movie. Wasn't happy with it at all. As a progressive Democrat, I wasn't happy with some of the messages. They said you can't get on the plane if you're gay, because most gay people have AIDS. You can't get on, so they throw them off. Anyway, cut a long story short, they get a lift off this couple, and then the couple goes, get out of the car, and they steal the son. And they steal the son because they want the bracelet. The son still got the bracelet, and then they steal her bracelet. So then they have this plan that they're going to go, this couple steals her son. They're going to go to another camp where people are being evacuated. And they're going to try and sneak their way in. You know what I mean? Like gay crash, like a wedding crasher. So they say to the kid, don't you fucking tell anybody that we're not your parents. We're your parents. So they used to, the man's like this, I'll punch you in the fucking face. You say anything, man, I'll fucking deck you. So they get up to the fucking to the door where there's like a bouncer stroke military guy. He goes, oh yeah, the kid's got it, the name tag. Oh, my wife's got the name tag. Oh yeah, let's go in. And he's like, well, where's your name tag? And then the kid says, can I say something here? And the soldier goes, what? He goes, these motherfuckers are not my parents. And the soldier's like, hey, is her out of here? And the father who like kidnapped him looks at him, or the man that kidnapped him looks at him. He goes, do you know what? I'm just gonna say this. Do you know what? And the kid goes, what? He goes, you're a fucking rat, a rat bastard. You're fucking rat. They're done with him, you know. So then the kid goes, I'm going on a plane. And then the father goes, the man goes, hey, to the soldier. He goes, he's got AIDS. And the soldier's like, whoa, I touched him. You know, I actually touched him with my hands. I got to wash my hands. And he's like, yeah, no, kid, you can't come on the plane. None of you've got AIDS, especially if it's full-blown AIDS. You could cough on somebody and they'd get it. So they kick the kid off the plane. Yada, yada, yada. The kid somehow finds his way back to the mom. I don't know how, because I forget. And then Gerard catches up with them. And then they, you know what I mean? They go to their dads, and then they're their dads, and then they decide to go to Canada to catch a plane to Greenland, where all the bunkers are. Yada yada yada. They get there. It's over. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I give it A plus. Okay, it's fucking exciting. It's got sex scenes in it that I've never seen in a movie. It's got like machine gun fights in it. It's great. Machete fights. I give it an A. Go watch Greenland.